So how do you experience self-love? And what does that even mean? My clients ask me this a lot. And I'm Amy Rose, and I have a holistic counseling and consulting practice in Florida. You know, if there's something about yourself that you really don't like, it's hard to love it, right? And I think this is where most of us get tripped up in this self-love business. So here's what you have to remember. Let's say you have a part of you that's critical or procrastinates, or maybe is sort of snappy and mean, or thinks the worst, is always negative no matter what. Another part of you is not going to like that part and be critical. But these are just two parts of you. They're not all of who you are. So we can't ask this part of you that's critical to try and be loving. It doesn't know how. But here's the good news. You have a part of you that has an innate capacity to be compassionate, collaborative, kind, and loving. This is your true self with a capital S. And so our work is to help this critical part sort of step back a little, literally have it sit in a chair so you can have a dialogue between this presence within that can be compassionate and this part of you that's doing something that isn't getting you what you want. And you know, the Course in Miracles has a beautiful quote that says, "Your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within that you have built against love." Because that's really what we do. We are born with this presence within that can love, and then we have parts of us that block it. So the only way you get good at this self-love business is to practice. So let's do that, okay? And maybe think about this part of you that does something another part doesn't like. And I think it helps to close your eyes. And we're just going to ask this critical part to step back for a little bit. It can watch what we're doing. And see if you can notice this part of you in your inner world, however you conceive of it, and be curious. We're going to ask two questions, okay? And the first one is, how is this part of you trying to help you? Because all behavior has a positive intent. And just in case that other part that's critical is sort of piping up and saying, it's not helpful, again, ask it to step back and give us some space. Give you some space. And then see what information you get. How is this behavior trying to help? And the second question is to ask, what is it afraid will happen if it doesn't do this? Because all of our behaviors tend to be protective in some way. They're actually trying to protect us, and they don't always realize that the way they go about it isn't working out so great. And the key to all lasting and sustainable change is compassion, loving kindness. Nothing ever comes from being critical, shaming, and judgmental. You may be able to corral a part of yourself temporarily into a new behavior, but it won't last. And you deserve to receive love and healing. And so do these parts of you that are kind of stuck. All right? So post in the comments what that was like for you. And please remember this. Some days you can radiate your light. Some days you just need to receive your light. And wherever you are on your journey of being the light, you're always welcome to connect here at Delight the World for hope, healing, and illumination. And thanks for watching.